In every community, there are figures whose impact is felt not just in the headlines, but in the everyday lives of those around them. These are the people who quietly shape the future, one relationship at a time, leaving a mark that endures long after the final whistle blows or the crowd goes home. Their influence is found in the quiet strength they build in others, in the confidence they nurture, and in the hope they inspire. They are the mentors who see potential where others see obstacles, and who never give up on those who need them most. In Oakland, California, John Beam is one of those rare figures. His story is woven into the city's identity, a testament to what it means to lead with heart and conviction in a place that has seen both triumph and hardship. For nearly half a century, his name has been synonymous with Laney College football, but his influence stretches far beyond the field. He's become a symbol of resilience and hope for generations of students and athletes. More than a coach, he's a mentor and father figure to countless young men, guiding them through victories and defeats, both on and off the field. His wisdom and compassion have shaped lives, helping young people find their path in a world that can often feel uncertain. His presence is a source of stability and inspiration in a city that's seen its share of challenges. Through economic downturns, social unrest, and personal struggles, Coach Beam has remained a steady hand, always ready to lift others up. He's not just a coach to his players, but a pillar in the broader Oakland community, connecting families, inspiring hope, and reminding everyone that greatness is possible, no matter where you start. Coach Beam's story is one of dedication, woven into the very fabric of Laney College. His commitment to excellence has become a tradition, passed down from one class to the next. For 45 years, he's shaped the athletic program into a beacon of excellence, building a culture where hard work, respect, and teamwork are valued above all else. He taught not just football, but life lessons about discipline, perseverance, and character. His players learned to face adversity with courage, to support one another, and to strive for greatness in every aspect of their lives. His office was a sanctuary, a place where young men could find guidance, encouragement, or simply a listening ear. The respect he earned came not from titles or trophies, but from decades of selfless service and unwavering commitment. Former players speak of him with reverence, recalling the tough love and unwavering support that helped them grow into the people they are today. They remember the lessons that extended far beyond the game, lessons about integrity, responsibility, and believing in themselves. He built a legacy of successful lives, showing his players their worth was measured by integrity, not touchdowns. Many have gone on to become leaders, mentors, and role models themselves, carrying forward the values he instilled. Today, that legacy is being tested in the most unimaginable way. The community that he has given so much to now faces a moment of uncertainty, as the man who has always been their rock faces his own challenges. The man who's been a rock for so many now needs the community's strength. As people come together to support him, they honor not just his achievements, but the spirit of unity, compassion, and resilience that he has always embodied. To truly understand John Beam's impact, you have to look beyond the championship banners that hang in the gym. Those banners are symbols of victory, but they only tell a small part of the story. The real measure of his legacy isn't found in trophies or records, but in the countless lives he's touched along the way. His greatest victories are the young men and women he's helped transform, athletes who arrived searching for direction, and left with a sense of purpose and confidence that would shape their futures. For an incredible 45 years, John Beam was a constant presence at Laney College. He became a guiding force for generations of students, many of whom were seeking a second chance, a fresh start, or simply someone who believed in them when few others did. To Coach Beam, football was never just a game. He saw it as a powerful pathway to a better life, a way to teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. He embraced the role of mentor with unmatched dedication, always putting his players' growth as people above all else. His philosophy was simple but profound: build the person first, and the player will follow. He believed that character, integrity, and self-respect were the true foundations of success, both on and off the field. Coach Beam worked tirelessly, often behind the scenes, to connect his athletes with resources, academic support, life skills, and opportunities beyond football. He made sure every player knew their worth, instilling a sense of self-belief that could withstand any adversity. He didn't just create great football players. He helped forge great men and women, equipping them with the tools to succeed in life, no matter what challenges they faced. In 2024, John Beam took on a new challenge as athletic director, expanding his influence to all student athletes at Laney College. His leadership and vision began to shape not just one team, but the entire athletic community. Former players often share stories of a coach who was demanding but always fair, a leader who pushed them to be their best, but who also cared deeply about their futures, both on the field and beyond. The legacy of John Beam is woven into a tapestry of lives, made stronger, more resilient, and more hopeful because he was part of them. His influence can be seen in the achievements of his former players, many of whom have gone on to become leaders in their own right. John Beam's work is living proof of the power one person has to make a profound and lasting difference, not just in sports, but in the lives of everyone they touch. Thursday, November 13, 2025, began like any other day at Laney College. The campus buzzed with life and opportunity. No one could have imagined that this ordinary day would be shattered by violence. Near the Laney Field House, shots rang out, an act that struck at the heart of the college. The victim was John Beam, the 58-year-old athletic director. He was found wounded near the football field, a place he'd dedicated his life to. News spread quickly, panic and fear rippling through the community. Emergency services rushed him to the hospital, his condition unknown. The attack was a brutal interruption of a life dedicated to mentorship. The question of why lingers, with no easy answers. As the day wore on, shock gave way to grief and anger over what had happened. The attack turned a peaceful afternoon into a scene of terror. Around noon, John Beam was near the field house, likely going about his daily duties. A lone assailant approached and opened fire, a direct personal assault. Coach Beam was left wounded on the ground in a place he considered a second home. The sounds of gunfire echoed across campus, instantly transforming it into a crime scene. Paramedics arrived quickly, rushing him to Highland Hospital. News about his condition was scarce, leaving the community in uncertainty. The field house, a symbol of athletic excellence, became the site of tragedy. For violence to strike here felt like a violation of a sacred space. It was an attack not just on a man, but on the ideals of mentorship and community he embodied. The ground where he fell is now hallowed for the Laney athletic family. The college's response was swift, but fear swept the campus. At 12:16 p.m., an emergency alert warned of an active shooter, instructing everyone to shelter in place. The lockdown triggered panic. Students hid, texting loved ones, unsure of what was happening. Law enforcement swarmed the area, piecing together the events. It became clear this was a targeted shooting, not a random attack. The campus remained on lockdown for hours as police searched for the suspect. Eventually the lockdown was lifted, but the trauma lingered. The decision to close the college allowed the community to process the shock. Empty classrooms and silent hallways stood as a somber testament to the violence. The sense of security on campus was shattered. As paramedics worked to save Coach Beam, police launched a massive search for the shooter. The suspect's description was vague, a male in dark clothing and a black hoodie. He fled on foot, vanishing into the streets of Oakland. Assistant Chief James Beer urged the public to come forward with any information. The search became a community effort, not just a police matter. As of now, the suspect remains at large. Investigators are combing through security footage, hoping for a breakthrough. The community waits, hoping the person responsible will soon be brought to justice. News of the shooting sent shockwaves through Oakland and beyond. John Beam is more than an athletic director, he's an institution. The attack felt personal to thousands whose lives he touched. Social media flooded with messages of support and stories of his impact. The campus, once the lockdown lifted, became a place of mourning. Small groups gathered, faces etched with worry and sorrow. The shooting stole the campus's sense of security, replacing it with grief. For students and athletes, the news was devastating. Their mentor was in the hospital. This tragedy united the Laney community in support of Coach Beam and each other. The resolve is clear. They will not let this act of violence define them. The community is heartbroken, but not broken. The shooting drew immediate responses from city leaders, expressing sorrow and frustration over ongoing gun violence. Mayor Barbara Lee called Coach Beam a pillar of the community and highlighted the disturbing trend of violence on school campuses. Her statement was a call to action, urging the city to confront the epidemic of gun violence. Officials from the Peralta Community College District praised Coach Beam's contributions and promised support for students and staff. Counseling and support services were offered to help the campus heal. The pain was echoed in conversations across Oakland. This was an attack on one of their own. The community's grief is deep, but so is its desire for peace. The shooting became a symbol of a city's collective pain and hope for change. In the aftermath of tragedy, a feeling of hope emerges. Even as grief lingers in the air, there is a quiet determination that begins to take root. The pain is real, but so is the resolve to move forward, to honor those affected, and to find light in the darkness. It's a resilient hope, born from the spirit John Beam instilled in his players. He taught them to never give up, to lean on each other, and to rise above adversity. Lessons that now echo throughout the community. The community rallies, refusing to be defined by violence. Instead, they choose unity, gathering together to support one another, to share stories, and to remind each other that they are not alone in their pain. The road to recovery will be long for both Coach Beam and Laney College. Healing is never easy, and the scars of this moment will linger. But with every step, they move closer to a future shaped by compassion and resilience. But they will not face these challenges alone. Friends, family, and even strangers have come together, offering shoulders to lean on and hands to hold. In these moments, the true strength of a community is revealed. The outpouring of support is a reminder that community bonds are stronger than hate. Acts of kindness, both big and small, ripple through the city, reminding everyone that love and solidarity can overcome even the darkest times. Coach Beam's foundation of loyalty and love will not crumble. His teachings live on in every player he's mentored, in every life he's touched, and in every act of courage shown by those who follow his example. We focus on his legacy, a fighter who taught others to get back up. His story is one of perseverance, of never backing down, and of inspiring others to find their own strength, no matter the odds. We believe in his strength and channel our prayers toward his recovery. Each prayer, each hopeful thought, is a testament to the impact he's had on so many lives. Perhaps this tragedy will spark real change in the fight against gun violence. The voices calling for peace grow louder, demanding action, and a safer future for all. Tonight, we send our strength to John Beam and his family. Messages of hope pour in from across the city, each one a reminder that they are surrounded by love and support. Oakland stands together in crisis, its light shining through the darkness. The city's spirit refuses to be dimmed, and its people remain united in hope. Get well soon, Coach. Your community needs you, and we are all standing with you, today, tomorrow, and always.